Hi, so today we're going to make ingen goma-ae, which is a green bean dressed with sesame, a little bit of shoyu, mirin, and some sugar. I guess usually this is made with white sesame seeds, but today we're going to use black sesame seeds. So I have these ready to go. These are in a suribachi, that's what this little thing is called. And you just go back in circles to grind the sesame seeds and break them apart. I already did toast them for a few minutes to get them a little bit fragrant and also to bring out the flavors. And I have some green beans here ready to go. I'm just going to chop them up into about 2-inch pieces, and then we're going to blanch them in some salted waters. Before I start, go ahead and turn on the heat here. It's probably about 6 cups of water in there, and we'll go ahead and chop up the green beans into smaller bite-sized pieces. So this is about 12 ounces of green beans, maybe about 4 cups total. And one of the things that you should do after you blanch these to make sure that the color doesn't change too much is you shock them with cold water. And green beans are one of my favorite vegetables to eat because they're crunchy and they are healthy to eat and they taste good too, especially with the goma-ae sauce. And goma-ae can be used for any kind of vegetable really. I like to eat it with moyashi, also spinach. Moyashi is bean sprouts, spinach. You can even do broccoli or some other leafy green too. Alright, so these are all ready to go. So while the water is going to get to a boil, what we can do is we can grind the sesame seeds and then we can mix up the sauce. So here I have about a half tablespoon of mirin, and I have a tablespoon of shoyu, just regular shoyu, and then here I have a tablespoon of sugar. You want to make sure that the sugar is nice and dissolved. If it doesn't get completely dissolved, just let it sit for a little bit. And then now we'll just grind the sesame seeds. So this is about 6 tablespoons of black sesame seeds. So you'll notice as you grind them, the interior of the seed comes out, which is a little bit white. But the flavor is different from white sesame. So you don't have to do it too much, maybe just so that half of them are ground. And then I'll go ahead and set this aside. Okay, so now we're the water started to boil, so we're going to go ahead and blanch the green beans really quick. So I'll let that go for a couple minutes. Meanwhile, I did get a bowl of ice, and then I'm going to have this ready to put on top of the green beans and run that under cold water to stop the cooking. So the good thing about this dish is that you can either eat it hot or cold. I actually like it when it's hot, but it's also good the next day and the day after. You can take it with your lunch. It tastes good either way. So they're turning a nice dark green color right now, which is always a good sign. I don't know what color they would turn if they wouldn't turn green. Alright, so I think these are ready to come off the heat, so I'm going to turn off the heat. And then we're going to drain this in the sink. So I'm going to pour over these hot beans some ice and then run it under cold water. The first thing that you should do is put the green beans in. A little ice cube. You want to make sure that you don't get any ice cubes in so it doesn't dilute your dressing. Alright, so now we can add the dressing here. Just a little bit of sugar at the bottom, that's fine. You're just going to add it on top and it'll dissolve anyway since these are slightly warm. You can go ahead and toss. And then you can add in probably about 80% of all the sesame seeds that you just ground. Oh man, this smells so good. If you like kurogoma black sesame ice cream, kurogoma is black sesame in Japanese. This smells just like that, but a savory version with a little bit of soy sauce. So after you mix it a little bit, it's ready to be plated. And like I said, you could eat this either hot or cold. Let's go ahead and give it a taste, see how it tastes. Really good. So before we serve it, I'll just put on a little bit of goma on top. And there you go. It's ingen goma-ae with kuro goma. And it's delicious. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you make it.